Hi everyone, I'm here to do a medium share. I guess it's mediums and how they work and how they look, and I had received a couple of requests to go ahead and show you what they do and what they look like. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and show you how they look when they dry, when they're wet, and some things that you can do to them. And I've never done a video like this, so I'm not really sure, if I'm doing it right, or I'm just going to show you what I do and probably try a few new things and see. I'll probably learn some stuff here today too. So I'll just go ahead and start. And this page, I packed all these onto. I made some swatches, and these are all on some chipboard, and I left them all clear. So the first one on each section I'm going to leave so you can see what they look like when they're dry. And these ones I'm going to do something to. And then I was thinking I could just go ahead and show you guys what it looks like when it goes down. So this is the Liquitex products up here on this page. So I'm going to go ahead and move these over. And the Liquitex ones that I used on here are all of the gels. So I used these ones. And I'll go ahead and start with the Gloss Heavy Gel. And the Gloss Heavy Gel basically goes on really nice, and this is what it looks like when it dries. And for the Liquitex mediums, you're going to want to let them dry overnight most of the time. Most of the time you're going to want them, at least if it's light, if you did something really light and it's not a whole bunch of it, I would say give it a few hours to dry. I've never used a heat tool on it, so I don't know how that works yet. So these ones, they're really great. They are flexible. They don't break apart. They're actually really nice. I haven't worked a lot with the glass beads, so I'm going to be learning some new stuff today too. I'll go ahead and I wanted to add some paint to these.
Cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Cinnamon, where you gonna run to?
That's the paints that I used, and I'm gonna go ahead and use some Inca Gold on these so you guys can see the texture in them. And I think this is an antique. Yeah, it's a old silver. So that's some of the texture, and I hope that helps you see, like, when you put it, how you put it down is basically how it's going to dry. Also, a lot of people don't know how to keep their Inca Gold moist. I don't either. When you first get it, usually it's pretty moist, and it kind of dries out as you use it. For me, I spray some water in here, I let it sit for a while, and then I just kind of rub it in and mix it in, and sometimes it's like super watery, but I just put the lid back on. I didn't know what was going to happen, because I know some people said that they added a baby wipe in there and it started to mold and she had to throw it away. I haven't tried the baby wipe. I thought maybe just water would be fine. So I haven't had any mold or any issues with it yet, so if you use Inca Gold and you're wondering how to keep it moist, that's what I've come up with so far. But this is a natural sand, and you can see the sand texture in there. It's very, very pretty. Love that. And then I think I'm going to use my other Inca Gold on this one so you guys can see it. Well, you can really already see the texture in it. Alright, so this is my darker one, and I'm going to go ahead and go over this one with it. And I've made an Inca Gold video with some tips and stuff before, but I'll just go ahead and let you guys know. You can paint this on, you can add water to it. It reacts to water, so unless you put a sealant on top of it after you do whatever you do with it, it will react again to water, just like Distress ink. But usually, most times people don't have that issue. So I don't know if you can see that, but that's what the stuff over it. I'm gonna put these on wet so you can see what they look like when they're wet and what you can do with them.
Oh, Cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Cinnamon, where you gonna run to?
So I'm going to go ahead and set this aside and get the other page. These are going to be the, let's see here, I have the Folk Art Crackle Medium, which has let me down on more occasions than one. Maybe I just got a bad batch, I'm not sure. This is the Crackle Medium, and usually when you do it they tell you to, have your background color, then you paint this on, and then you go over it with another color. So I'm going to go over it with black, and we'll see if it pulls through for me on this one, because last couple times I've used it, it didn't want to crackle up for me. So you need to let it, okay, so the background color I wanted was the craft cardstock, so I don't really, but if you want a different color, like say you wanted it to be red, you would paint the red down first, let it completely dry, then go over it with the Crackle Medium, and then you're going to want to let the Crackle Medium dry completely, and then you're going to go over it with the color. Paint over this one with one of these H2Os. Okay, so I went ahead and dried it. I'm going to take some black soot, distress ink, and just distress it. And I'm going to go ahead now and show you the Ranger Multi-Medium Gloss, which is, where'd you go? This one right here. And then the Liquitex Matte Medium, which is this one. And it's definitely matte. There's no gloss at all. And this is the Gloss Medium in Varnish. So I got out a napkin, and I thought I would just put some down for you guys so you can see what they look like.
Oh, Cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Where you gonna run?
I'm going to add some more Crackle Medium for you guys and try this one more time. Okay, so I've gotten everything dry. And this is the Multi-Medium Gloss by Ranger. So it's shiny. And then this is the Liquitex Matte Medium. And these you can use the heat tool on. I didn't try with the thicker mediums, but these ones I would say definitely go ahead and use your heat tool with. Just don't, same rules apply, just don't hold it too close for too long, or unless you want a bubbled or burnt effect. So now I'm going to go ahead and take this Distress Crackle paint and go over it with this on the Tim Holtz one. I'm going to let it dry a little bit, but I'm going to move on to these and show you some things you can do with these. So I have put some gloss medium on there, and it's all dry, but I want it to have like a distressed look. So I'm going to go ahead with this one and use some walnut ink.
Oh, Cinnamon, where you gonna run to? Cinnamon.
Okay, so I've dried these, and this one actually looks a lot lighter. And it's very pretty, actually. I love this color. And over here, I've dried these two, so I'm going to go ahead and paint on them with gold. And this one it got a little too hot and it bubbled a little bit, but I'm pretty sure it's still going to crackle once it dries some more. So I'm going to get the paint and see what happens. As we can see, this Crackle Medium by Folk Art is no longer Crackle Medium. Distress Crackle Paint, the Clear Rock Candy. So black is underneath the gold, and then I painted over it with the gold, and the black kind of shows through, and it's really pretty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to distress it some more. Yeah, it really makes the cracks pop out more. Very pretty. Alright, so that's that one, and I have one more to share with you guys. I hope you found this one helpful, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. I always like hearing from you guys. If you have any requests for videos, just let me know, and I will be happy to make them for you.